Good of you to join and welcome to IXION, a new game that just came out recently a few months ago, and actually I totally ignored it even though that was completely unjustified. It is an amazing game. You're managing a space station and you need to survive, well, the elements, space, debris, starvation, epidemics and whatnot. We're starting on Earth, but things will take a turn rather quickly. And this game really has a lot of depth to it, and even after countless hours I'm having fun with it, and yeah, well, of course we're going to make a series out of this. I hope you're going to enjoy this one. IXION, it is up now. If you want to purchase this game, have a look at the video description. You get a special discount on it as well. And you support the channel, and if you want to support me directly, you may consider using Patreon. You also find the link in the description for that. But without further blah blah, let's get into the game right away. Go, 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 go.
Launch control, we have Tiqqun clearance for shuttle launch. Initiate Stanford protocol.
Clean procedures, check. Guidance go.
EA algorithm online.
Batista safety protocol, check.
Launch control to EMV Charon. All systems are go.
Launch is imminent. Personnel are instructed to evacuate the launch pad. Tiqqun to EMV share. You have clearance for final approach. EMV share. You have been assigned to Tiqqun docking bay. Welcome on board, passengers. Shuttle EMV Charon is now docked. Sector 1 empowered and pressurized. Munchie decontamination protocol online. Disembarkation authorized. Message to crew members. Welcome on board the Tiqqun, property of DOLOS Aerospace Engineering Corporation. You will soon be given your assignments, but until then, please continue to wait near the docking bay. We hope you have a productive voyage, and would like to thank you for your contribution towards humanity's future. Administrator, I am Eden, the personal assistant installed on board the Tiqqun. In accordance with the Munchie Protocol, I have been designed to take into consideration your complete psychological profile so that I may more accurately respond to any needs you may have. My primary purpose is to ensure the Tiqqun's automated systems function efficiently. I will keep track of the tasks that are necessary for you to fulfill your prerogative of reaching Proxima Centauri and carrying out field research, mining operations, manufacturing protocols, and DOLOS colonization tests.
Alright, and here we are now finally in a new game, and as we can see, it's not looking that cozy in here right now. We have lots of debris and lots of, well, supply storages that are in the station, on the station itself. We only have one sector available right now. We got some 85 people that we're starting out with. 46 electricity or power is my balance right now. We have hull integrity at 100 and the trust at 52, so this is the trust of the people, so they're happy at the moment. It's rather balanced so far. We got our first mission, build a workshop, and yeah, we got also three views actually. One of the inner station, right, where we build actively. Then we got the outer station, where we can also build things then and add modules around it. And then we got the star system, where we can see the whole solar system at the moment. Now, as she already told us here, our AI, that we do build up that station here to explore new ways in the universe and also start mining operations and researches.
I wanted to introduce you to your
And Giovanni Battista is also introducing himself.
I'm DOLOS' cryonics lead, Marduk Council member Giovanni Battista. So, let's see. Your first objective will be,
And he just tells us basically that we need to set up some, well, infrastructures and basic one. We're going ahead with a first street here. It's a bit problematic with the storages. We do need to have them connected with the streets directly if we want to clear them. And we also do need some storages first, so some stockpiles where we can then have these resources stored. So let's go ahead and have our first stockpiles really here. And I think, yeah, also a workshop. This is where we do have then people working. They will then work on construction for us. As always, space is really tight, so we need to be careful where we build stuff. Let's go ahead and have our workshop then in this area too. And set the stockpile to alloys, right? So there we have it, our first basic material. And now we can start clearing those debris, because, yeah, they need to have room where we can store them.
and space exploration, you know, setting out expeditions and all that. Basically, everything needed to establish scientific advancement and harmonious autonomy on board the Tiqqun, following the first test of its Vol engine. Eden's gonna display and keep track of your main objectives. Oh, and Administrator, don't let the position go to your head. Veneer has insisted to center DOLOS' focus on the Tiqqun. But this mission is just in preparation for our next project, the Protagoras. The Marduk Council worked damn hard to pull this mission together ahead of schedule. So
he's just giving us a motivation speech right now. And we really should hurry up, he tells us, basically. In that case here, we have the stockpile, the next one. I would like to store my polymers in here, because we also have polymers on the station here, for example, 40. We definitely want to get that, because it's going to be very important for future construction then as well. And we continue also with that road over here, as we want to clear those debris there. Also, some more buildings are unlocking: the docking bay, the tech lab, and also the first crew quarters and an infirmary, so something for my people. Let's start with the docking bay, basically. Wait a second, because with that we open up then ships that we can add. As we can see, it is huge though, right? So these buildings, they're no joke. That one is going to consume a lot of my space, and yeah, we basically have to decide where we want to have this one. I'm thinking about this area here. However, we still need to clear those debris here that we have, right? So that one too. And then we should be able to make it in, I think. This is looking good. Yeah, we do need, however, to consume a few alloys already, as we're getting full on that. So I would also like to start with my crew quarters. Right here in the center, I think. Isn't that a lovely location to have basically the first block of houses now? They will also then need a road around them, of course. And infirmary is also something that we can then squeeze in somewhere, either here, yeah.
I have established a connection with DOLOS' lead data scientist.
That's some 90 alloys though, that's a lot. I might actually just build me another stockpile where we can have these alloys, because otherwise we're just going to waste a lot of time here waiting for construction. So let's have the next stockpile, yeah, right here. And then have the road over there. With that, we do have a bit more capacity. As we can see, my little robots are already delivering resources now, back and forth. getting it from the stockpiles. And building also my first crew quarters here. Now we got 85 people. Of course, all of them want some homes. We're going to build a smaller cyberpunk looking city. Here with the crew quarters. Each one of them houses, I think 15 it was, right? We cannot see that here. There we can see it, 15 it is. So that's 60 at the moment. And that leads to, yeah, we do need to build 2 more after that. And we can continue with clearing some stockpiles in this area. And also here. The next stockpile is finished. Let's assign alloys to this once more.
Mr. DOLOS has made it abundantly clear when it comes to security. Given the importance of the Tiqqun, we must have full control over what is happening inside the station. My name is Emma Klein, DOLOS' lead data scientist and member of the Marduk Council. My department have just completed final synchronization between Eden and our data treatment tool, the DLS. The DLS, or Data Listening System, is capable of scanning, recording, and parsing exchanges of any kind. The DLS programming that is a part of Eden will filter all data collected and bring to your attention only the most relevant information. It will also provide you with a condensed...
Sounds amazing. The thing is they just can't get to the point. That's a major problem of these guys, of these scientists.
...affiliated with any national or even international organization. The only people that you are answerable to are those
Why is it
of us
not
who
building
sit on
over
the
here?
markets, who represent the
There's a road
collective
here still
interests
missing.
and
Now it's being
ambitions
worked
of
on.
the
They're quite busy, my robots. Very good. Now we have finished it, and now construction of the stockpile continues. We do need to unfortunately make a tiny road here so that we access the stockpile there, and then we have a whole block of stockpiles, really. This one still has 81, so once this is finished, it will then get depleted. Next up, infirmary and also dining. So the workshop dining we need to have a look at. One of the events. So there's going to be lots of these events. Administrator, Tiqqun crew members are currently unable to access food supplies. Nyokont protocols direct the construction of a mess hall. Alright, let's ensure access to food then, I guess. And with that, we do have a new building available, the mess hall, that we can then add. And yeah, let's have this one. So I'm thinking that here I'm going to make my crew quarters. That means that I still need to get rid of this stockpile there if I want to have a mess hall then in this area. There you go. Let's... Yeah, we still have 80. Let's actually stop harvesting of this one for now. This is really tricky here with all of the stockpiles that we have, as we can see. And I will also make sure that we get rid of that. So that we do have some proper space then available. This one should go now. There it is. Perfect. And then we can just get rid of, again, of that road here like that. And add another stockpile then into this. However, they cost me energy, so I'm not going to build any more of them because, yeah, at some point we will just not have enough energy then anymore. Let's have a mess hall for now as well. So right here, cozily in the center. And by the way, could I then just, out of curiosity, yeah, we can then have an infirmary right next to this. Perfect. This is coming along a bit. And let's also clear those twos, as we can see. Going rather quickly. Perfect. And now we can also get rid of this road here. No! What? It was empty. It was empty just a second ago. What is this? This is madness. Let's get back to this one. Alright, mess hall finished with that. So now it's definitely gone. Oh, I think I deleted the road before it was able to unload it. And then it just resets itself, kind of. There you go. Now we have it. This one still needs a stockpile with food on board, so we absolutely do need another stockpile now. However, I could also just deplete what we have currently, so we do need an infirmary anyway. Space-wise, it's a problem. Guess we could have it like that. No, that's just not... Yeah, we can have the infirmary here in the center. That's 40 that we're going to need. We can deplete our stockpiles with that nicely. And infirmary completed as well. This one is now a capacity to heal 15 injured crew members whenever we do need them. However, since I don't think we have any injured crew members right now, we can also just turn it off if we want to, power-wise, to save us that power. And I think that's a good thing for now. Let's actually stop storing alloys here. I don't want to build another stockpile because I know we are very tight on energy soon. So let's just wait for that. And now we can house food in it. right? So we should have some food supplies somewhere sitting around. There it is, and we can harvest this one now. As we can see, food is being harvested from this supply crates that we have, going over here to the mess hall, and now my people can finally eat something. There's also a polymer storage that we can also deplete. It's the last one that we have. No, there is another one, a small one. And feed 100 crew members. That is my next mission here. Alright, we can continue then with another road here. Let's also deplete or harvest the next stockpiles. Administrator, some crew members are lacking quarters. During human history, unnecessary homelessness has always been an indicator of civilizational decay. Yes, yes, of course. We are ensuring this, so we are making a promise. This is very similar to Frostpunk, for example. And in that case, we just really need to provide crew quarters. I would really like to have this one here, though. There's my mess hall, so it's fine, though, I think, to add them here. So we can make another block of houses then here. 2 more I think we just need for now. Let's go ahead and have those 2 in this area.
I have an incoming transmission from Marduk Council member Henry Bargeville.
So things are starting to live up here. And also my crew members are walking around, going to their locations. Unfortunately, we cannot click on them, so they're not simulated individually. And Henri Bayaville is introducing himself.
I'm Henri Bargeville, writer, philosopher, lobbyist.
So you have quite a lot of titles. None of them are scientifically proven. A lobbyist and a philosopher is not a title to me. So he's talking about now about the success and also about our fleet. Space exploration, my next target. And for that, we will, after all now, need to build the docking bay, right? This massive building. And yeah, I would really like to have it here though. So we still need to get rid of this pile there. What we still need to build also is a tech lab. And as we can see, this is just as massive. Tricky beast. Let's have this one over here, because there is space that we can just squeeze it in. And then we still have some room here for another stockpile that we can then add. And 75 alloys can be depleted with this. This is just perfect, because with that it allows us to also get rid of the supply large here. Promise has also been fulfilled. This is increasing trust levels to 76. Perfect. Of course, we are still in the very early game right now, so we are having a very linear mission design that we need to follow. However, it's opening up soon, right, with also our space exploration out there, and then a nice twist that happens to Earth rather soonish, just to give you some idea. It's going to be pretty crazy. Alright, 75 alloys have been now delivered. The tech lab construction can begin. It will consume 12 electricity, so we are really close to the limit. The docking bay needs another 14, so yeah, that's already then the end of it. Now we have some room again for the remaining alloys, which are being now transported over to my stockpiles. There you go. And now we have the space available for a docking station. While we're at it, let's also clear up some of those streets that I don't really need. They just confuse me. Also, my research lab is finished, so we could start now researching. As we can see, there's going to be quite a lot of tech that we need to explore. However, right now we don't have any science points, so I can turn it off for now. And once we have the science points, I can just turn it on for some researching and then turn it off again, as yeah, we will need the energy. 4 more alloys. We are out of alloys. That's just perfect, because this allows me to, yeah, get rid of this one here, this huge pile of 80 alloys. Consuming the rest on the docking bay and getting the rest then over to my stockpiles. And now construction of the docking bay has begun. And if you watch closely, my construction robot is doing some very interesting dance moves. And I guess he's just summoning the docking bay. Which has been finished now. And at the docking bay, we can now construct ships. And with them, we can start then space exploration. We actually have a mission right now for a cargo ship and a science ship. We also have a mining ship. Then with that, we can harvest asteroids and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and start with the cargo ship. That's some 20 alloys that we consume with that. And then also the science ship. They also need crew members. So the cargo ship 1 and the science ship 5 that we consume with that. So that's some workers then that we'll have. Right now we have plenty of people, but workers of course at some point will also play a vital role to our survival. As we can see, it's being transported over now. Perfect. And with that, the first ship can be constructed. There it is, and off it goes into space. And with this, we can now finally use it then. Cargo, let's go to space. There is our station. And we now have the fleet management and our cargo ship. And we can now say there is some 12 food in the orbit. So let's collect this one. Right, so the ship is now going to this point of interest over here. And that is a supply ship that is waiting for us, a partner to the station. And we can just take it and it gets back then to the station. We can see it then also here as the food is getting inbound. And as we notice, yeah, we do need that, as we do lose 1.6 food right now per 5 cycles, which is a lot. So we are ticking down there actively at the moment. Science ship has also been finished. There's my cargo ship coming in right now, delivering the food. I just love how there's then a queue piling up and the ships are coming in and out, and the robots or my transporters are delivering, or I'm taking it to the storage then. Let's go back, because my science ship also of course needs some work. So the science ship we can actively take and then move somewhere. So for example, there's a moon event going on right now. So let's move it to the moon. There you go, has arrived. The base is out of commission. There is a moon base. Auxiliary systems are operational and could be used to restore power. Transmission from the RATS team. We have reached the UN base. It is abandoned and depressurized. The surveillance system is still operational. Exploit it. Exploit the security vulnerability. Hacking into the surveillance systems. I think this makes sense before we dismantle the base. So let's go ahead and do this. Meanwhile, what I can do, since we still have a bit of electricity left, let's actually build another stockpile. So that I can get rid of the remaining alloys stockpiles that we have here and here to use it. And of course I know that we are going to need some more crew quarters. Can I turn them off as well? Yes, we can. So that I just build another block of them here and then turn them off. But it's just a bit of consumption in addition. And we're going to get some new crew members soon, and they can then just be moved in here. Alright, event. We hacked into the main computer systems as you ordered and retrieved several relevant research papers and datasets. 10 research points we get out of this one. Now we can dismantle the base. Also going to take a while. Stockpile finished. Let's assign alloys to it as well. And now clear up these debris there. There's also some polymers and some more alloys here. So these are the last ones in that direction. We still have way more over there. Huge chunks of it. Going to build it like that. There's some 15 here. That's 90. That's quite a lot. Crew members have been, or crew quarters have been finished. Let's turn them off for now. I don't need them really. And the event also has been finished. The base has been dismantled. Although most equipment was damaged, we were able to prepare some usable resources for extraction, 90 science points and 30 alloys. Let's take this one. And do we have it immediately? Looks like we have it immediately, right? We can, I mean, my science ship RAT cannot No, it is collecting the science right now, right? So we're getting this one in. I think the alloys, though, they're waiting now in the moon's orbit. So we do need to once again assign then our cargo ship. As we can see, there it is, 30 alloys. But right now, I don't need it, right? We're just going to wait on that. However, we do have now science points. I don't have any energy left, so we do need to do a few things. If I turn off this one here, we will not be able to use the resources in it, but still, they're there, right? So they're not lost to us anyway. That's something, and let's also turn off, another one. We have too many of them for the alloys. We can, for the polymer, we can turn it off, and now I can turn on the tech lab, and now we can start some researching. Is it advised to start with that? No, I think we should finish it first and then wait for what the mission says we should research. I don't want to lock myself into a dead end. And there you go. All the research has been collected, I guess. My science ship, we could move it now somewhere else to continue with its science, but I don't see any other point of interest here at the moment. Oh yeah, well, Saturn, for example, could be used. Let's move it over there to Saturn. Perhaps there's some science points for us waiting. Off you go. It's a long distance.
Greetings, Administrator. I'm Dr. Abhinav Munshi.
And the next person introduces himself.
Compartmentalism and medicine, and a member of the Marduk Council. I'm glad to finally meet you, even in this digital manner. Your psychological test results were quite impressive. My friend and colleague Philip Stanford couldn't be here today, so I will take the role of introducing you to the final stages of the Vol engine integration. Before we get into that, however, we would like you to complete the testing station's exploration and enhancement capabilities.
We're going to do this. He's just talking about us now about the capabilities, and we should improve the Vol engine. That is my next mission here. And for that, we do need the EVA airlock that we need to research first. So let's go ahead and start with that. 30 research points. Meanwhile, my science ship has arrived at Saturn. A signature trace from an EKP system has been detected near Saturn. EKP technology is the exclusive property of DOLOS, but records indicate that the company has not deployed any missions to the sector. It will soon enter the atmosphere of Saturn. Send a team to investigate. Ooh. Could be risky, right? But who doesn't like a nice EVA getting into space? So let's send a team to investigate. 3 cycles that ticks. And after a bit of time, EVA airlock has been researched, and we can now start another massive building. Fortunately, though, we do have some space here, and I can just have it next to my space, to my docking bay, right? So you can get out here with the ships and here with the people. And there's also the last part of the breed and waiting for us. We have 70 research points, so while the tech lab is still active, I would like to do a few more things. Probe launcher and insect farm. Insect farm will allow us to, produce food on our own out of insects. And then the probe launcher, of course, as the last one. That's the last one of the inner techs that we have available. And once again, a very good building here to deplete our storage capacity. So let's also get rid of this research or stockpile here, and this one here. Perfect. Research has been finished already. Let's have the probe launcher, the last one that we can afford right now anyway. What is, by the way, going on with my science ships? Ah, very good. A prototype rocket sent by the UN seems to use a variation of EKP. We have stripped it down and recovered schematics. 10 research points that are being collected right now. Meanwhile, the construction of our airlock comes along. And my science ship, the event is concluded with that, but Mars still has something as well for us. So let's get over to Mars. Oh, it's going to consume, 12 electricity there once again. So I will need to turn it off then right away once it's finished. At least it's finished now. Perfect. With that, we have finished that mission. I will need to finish that research there first. So this is coming close to conclusion now. There you go. And now I can turn off the tech lab, getting my power back. And now I can activate my airlock. Perfect. And with this, we can now finally start then construction of the station itself outside. And here we continue in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly do. Stay tuned.